Dear students, let's go to Unit 2, Being There, Done That. So if you go to page 16, there is a paragraph that talks about Marco Polo, and that's the photo that talks about Marco Polo. He was born in 1254 and he died in 1322. So Marco Polo was the first person to travel the entire 8,000 kilometer length of the Silk Route. Silk Route means طريق الحرير, and that's the Silk Route from China until we reach Venice in Italy. The main trade link between Cathay, China and the Western Europe for over 2,000 years. He wrote a book called The Travels of Marco Polo, which gives Europeans their first information about China and the Far East. Far East معناها الشرق الأقصى. Let's go to the second paragraph. It talks about a traveler man called Tommy Willis, backpacker in Asia. Backpacker يعني متنقل رحالة in Asia. هو رحالة أوروبي بس تنقل، يعني هو رحالة أوروبي جاء لآسيا يتنقل، يعني ترحل أو يسافر في آسيا. Tommy Willis is in Fiji. Fiji is an island near Australia. You can see it on the map. He is on a 9-month backpacking trip around Southeast Asia. He flew الماضي fly يعني طار أو سافر into Bangkok. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand 5 months ago. Since then he's been to Vietnam, Hong Kong, South Korea and Japan. He's looking forward to taking things easy for another week then, setting off again for Australia. يعني هو مخطط يقول looking forward خطط يسافر إلى Australia. Once you've got the travel bug, it becomes very hard to stay in the same place for a long time, he said. يعني يقول أنا ما أقدر أبقى مكان واحد، أحب أسافر دائما. So now let's go to some questions. Explorers and travelers. So now let's see the solutions. It talks about the two paragraphs, so we have to choose here either Marco Polo or Tommy Willis. Marco Polo or the second traveler or backpacker, Tommy Willis. He was born in Venice, the son of a merchant. When he was 17, he set off for China. The journey took 4 years, so definitely that's Marco Polo. He has visited royal palaces and national parks in South Korea and climbed to the summit of Mount Fuji in Japan. So it talks about Tommy Willis, not Marco Polo, be careful. He's been staying in cheap hostels. So if you just look at yourself and see which person goes to hostels, definitely not Marco Polo, it's Tommy Willis. He's been staying in cheap hostels along with a lot of other young people. So he is Tommy Willis. His route led him through Persia and Afghanistan, so that's the Silk Route, so definitely number 5 is Marco Polo. 4, Marco Polo. 5, he was met by the Emperor Kublai Khan. He was one of the first Europeans to visit the territory يعني مقاطعة, and he traveled extensively. So definitely he's Marco Polo, because Kublai Khan is the Emperor of Afghanistan and the area beside Pakistan. Number 6, I have had diarrhea a few times. Apart from that, his only worry is the insects. He's been stung all over his body. يقول يخشى من الحشرات اللي تم لسعه. He's been stung all over his body. So definitely he is Tommy Willis. Number 7, he stayed in China for 17 years. When he left, he took back a fortune in gold and jewelry. So he talks about a fortune that he took back from the journey from Europe to China. So the person who has stayed in China for 17 years, so that's Marco Polo. 8. he has been traveling mainly by public transport. Public transport يعني وسائل النقل العام, which means trains, buses, and etc. So definitely 8 is Tommy Willis. Now let's go down to page 17, number 3. Match a line in A with a line in B. Practicing them, pay attention to contracted forms and weak forms. So we have to match now. He has been stung. He has been stung all over his body. He has been stung all over his body. He has visited. So what's the correct answer? The correct answer is he has visited royal palaces. زار القصور الملكية. He has been staying. He has been staying in cheap hostels. hostel يعني هو عبارة عن فندق متكون من سرائر, يعني واحد فوق الثاني, فبتكون عادة رخيصة, يسموه hostel. So I've been staying in cheap hostels. I've met a lot of really good people. I've met a lot of really good people. He has been to Vietnam and Japan. Actually, it talks about Tommy Willis. Now, let's go and solve the rest. If we go to next page, on the same page 17, is that 17, sorry, 18, and there are some exercises. Number 4, match a line in A with a line in B, write one or two in the box. So we have to match. We say A, is it number 1 and 2? So Peter comes from Switzerland. Switzerland. Peter is coming round at 8 tonight. So B is 2. C, I wrote a report this morning. I sent it off this afternoon. So C2. D, I was writing a report this morning. I will finish it this afternoon. Third one, E, I heard her scream. Scream يعني صياح. I heard her scream. So the correct answer is when she saw a mouse. I heard her scream when she saw a mouse. I heard the baby screaming all night long. So F2. G, what have you done? What have you done with my dictionary? I can't find it. What have you done with my dictionary? I can't find it. What have you been doing since I last saw you? So H is 1. Now I've had a headache all day. I have been having second thoughts about a new job. يعني عندي أفكار ثانية خصوص العمل, يعني وجهة نظر أخرى. I have known, so K, I have known Anna for over 10 years. I've known Anna for over 10 years. I've been getting to know my units. دي بنقول هنا getting to يعني ده يتعلم, ده يسوي فد شيء. فهنا أنا I've been getting to know, أنا دا أتعرف إلى جيران الجدد, بعد ما أعرفهم بس دا أتعرف عليهم. I've been getting to know my new neighbors. I've cut my finger, it hurts. جراحة الصبعين وجعني. Been. I've been cutting wood all morning. I've been cutting wood, so N is 2. Now, let's see what we took later. That's the most important thing, Paradise Lost. So, this is a nice story that talks about Paragraph Lost. So, and the sun-struck Mediterranean island of Majorca. Majorca is an island in Spain. The locals are hungry, too late. in the last quarter of the 20th century they cashed in on. What's the meaning of they cashed in on? cashed in يعني جذبت السواح جذبت أو سحبت so attracted. They cashed in on. Be careful with the highlighted. They cashed in on foreign nationals, mainly Germans, wanting to buy a property on their idyllic island. What's the meaning of idyllic? Idyllic يعني الرائع الجميل. Suddenly it occurred to Moroccans that the land no longer belonged to them. They don't deny tourism is vital, and if you go further it's not that difficult to read it. But the most important thing, if we go to the highlighted words, so if I read this again, for the first time I haven't read it before, the effects of tourism. 2 million of tourists' foreign destinations are exotic paradises unspoilt. يعني هنا اللي يقصد يقول الملايين من السواح الأجانب أو اللي تمثل مقصد إلهم are exotic paradises. exotic يعني جنات تعتبر جنات غريبة بالنسبة لهم. exotic غريب paradises جنات unspoilt يعني غير مخربة بعدها ما مخربة بعدها شو نقول على طبيعتها. idyllic أيضا جملة جميلة رائعة and full of local charm يعني تجذب. But many of the world's resorts يعني المكانات السياحية أو المنتجعات are struggling to cope with relentless waves of tourists. يقول يعني المكانات السياحية أو المنتجعات تعاني أو تكافح to cope with حتى تتعامل مع relentless waves of tourists. يقصد بها موجات من السواح. relentless يعني موجات من السواح بلا هوادة يعني كميات هائلة من السواح يعني أعدادها كبيرة. whose demands for شو يطالبون for ever more swimming pools and golf courses golf courses يقصد بها صالات لعب الجولف أو يعني حقول لعب الجولف are sucking them dry. وهاي يعني يقول الحقول اللي يلعبون بها الجولف والمسابح هاي تستهلك أو تمتص كل المي وتجعله جاف يعني الأرض تكون جافة فتستهلك يعني كمية كبيرة من المي. This issue is massive and global, says Striker Barnett, Director of Tourism Concern, a charity which campaigns for more responsible approaches to travel. Tourists in Africa will be having a shower and then we'll see. Now he talks about the drying issue, or there's no more water left after tourists destroy the land. The problem is that tourists demand so much water. It has been calculated that a tourist in Spain uses up 880 liters of water a day compared with 250 liters by local. يعني يقصد هنا السواح يستهلكون اللي يجون اسبانيا يستهلك 800 لتر من المي بينما اللي ساكن باسبانيا المحلي يستهلك فقط 250 لتر من المي. يعني شو الفرق؟ An 18-hole golf course in a dry country can consume as much as water as a town of 10,000 people. In the Caribbean يعني ما يقول الحقل مال اللي يلعبون به الجولف ملعب الجولف يستهلك مي قدر ما يستهلكون بمنطقة ساكنين بها 10,000 شخص. In the Caribbean منطقة الكاريبي في أمريكا الوسطى hundreds of thousands of people go without piped water during the high tourist season. يقصد يعني السواح اللي عايشين في هذه المنطقة أو الناس اللي عايشين في هذه المنطقة يظلون بلا مي without piped water يعني مي يجي عن طريق الأنابيب خلال فترة السياحة يعني يستهلكون السياح كمين والمي يستهلكون الناس المحلين بلا ماء. As springs are piped to hotels. ليش؟ لأن الماء إما يودوه springs الينابيع هنا يضخون ماء الينابيع يودوه بس وصل الينابيع إلى القناة. In 1950 25 million people traveled abroad. Last year it was 750. يعني هنا يحكي عن زيادة السياحة والناس اللي يسافروا. Winners and losers يحكي أيضا من اللي ربحان من اللي خاسر. The host country host عن بلد المستضيف may not see many benefits in kind. 60% of the 4 billion annual tourism revenue يعني الدخل السنوي يجي للبلد عن طريق السياحة leaves the country low and package tourists tend low and package tourists tend to stay at big foreign owned hotels. low end package يعني هنا دائما السائح من يجي يدور رخيص فندق رخيص يدور أكل رخيص. فهنا low end package means paying low cost hotels يعني تكون شيء بسيط. زين. To stay at big foreign owned hotels cooped up in the hotel compound. cooped. Then to stay at big foreign owned hotels cooped up in the hotel compound. يعني هنا stay at hotels where they buy or purchase local made food and supplies. دائما يحبون يكون في فنادق هو يقدم لهم الأكل يقدم لهم الخدمات والأكل. cooked up in hotel compound يعني بيكون وسكن وأكل. buying through local products and having no contact with the local community other than with the waiters and chambermaids هذول اللي خادمات اللي يكونوا الفنادق employed by the hotel. يقول ما عندهم اتصال بالمجتمع السائح اللي يجي، ما عندهم اتصال، بس اتصال ويانا ويا الويترز النادلين يعني بالمطاعم and chambermaids واللي ينظفون الخادمات ينظفون الفنادق employed by the hotel يتم توظيفهم من قبل الفندق. Mass tourism usually leaves little money inside the country, says Dr. Rafid. Most of the money ends up with the airlines, the tour operators and the foreign hotel owners. Talks about the future. Here there's most important things we have to focus on. Yet if something isn't done, tourism seems destined to become the victim of its own success. What's the meaning of the victim of its own success؟ يعني قلنا السياحة أصبحت ضحية النجاح مالتها، لأنه يعني هي من جانب تتقدم من جانب بس تأخر من جانب آخر. Its impact في التأثير on the environment تأثير على البيئة is a major concern. In hindsight, tourist organizations might have second thoughts. يقول يعني هنا اللي ينظمون السياحة أو المسؤولين عن السياحة يعني something that seems to become the victim of its impact on the environment is a major concern. In hindsight, tourist organizations يعني المسؤولين عن السياحة عندهم أفكار أخرى عن الموضوع. يعني هنا شو يقولون إنه السياحة قد تضر البيئة من جانب آخر، قد صح تجي دخل للبلد لكن تضر البيئة. Steve McGorry, a tourist consultant and مستشار بالسياحة, says tourism more often than not ruins أن تدمر أو تخرب the very assets الممتلكات. It seeks to exploit تستغل and having done the damage أو الدمر simply moves off elsewhere. يعني نشوف نقول هي السياحة تدمر من جانب آخر بس الشخص يعني ما ينتبه توجيه. For poor countries tourism may still offer the best hope. لكن هنا يقول يعني مختلفين بالآراء. يقول بالنسبة للبلدان الفقيرة for poorer countries tourism may still offer the best hope. تعطيهم الأمل أو أفضل أمل في التطور يعني ما عندهم مصدر آخر. Now we go to vocabulary work here. We have to match a line in A with a line in B. The boom يقصد به ازدهار تزدهر. The boom in world travel. يعني ازدهار في السفر العالمي أو كثرة السفر. Tourism's vital contribution to the economy. يعني tourism's vital contribution دور السائح المساهمة في الاقتصاد. الفعال الدور الفعال للسائح في المساهمة في الاقتصاد. per capita income يعني الدخل السنوي. per capita income دخل السنوي في البلد. a major business venture يعني رحلة مثلا يعني عمل major business venture. foreign destinations يعني المقاصد أو المكانات اللي راح يوصلوها الأجانب. foreign destinations وين يروحون. consume as much water يستهلكون هنا مي كثير consume as much water. A prime example مثال رئيسي the best hope for development. طبعا هاي كل هالماتشنج موجودة في، إذا تقراها زين القطعة راح تجيها هاي ماتشنج، يعني كلمة من أي كلمة دي يستخدمها كمصطلح يعني شيء مهم في القطعة. Now I think that's enough for now. Sorry, I just missed to add on page 25 everyday English. You can see here match an exclamation in B with a line in C. There are some expressions in English language we use always to show in specific situations. هناك بعض التعبيرات قال عند بعض المواقف أوضح لكم قسم من عدة. First one is done for you. It's absolutely delicious. هذا شخص لما يتناول شيء جديد أو طيب أو يتناول عصير وكذا أكل فيقول عجب. It's absolutely delicious. جميل جدا. فهذا يقال عنده أكل شيء واو، وعندك تعجب، عندك مفاجأة، شيء يعني حلو يصير كمفاجأة. فهنا واو. So that's unbelievable. How amazing. It's unbelievable. How amazing. So هنا اثنين، هنا واو، هنا واو سبقها ثلاثة تسلسل. Wow, that's unbelievable. How amazing. Hey Peter, hey. don't نشوف hey ينادي واحد شخص ينادين له. Hey Peter, come over here and sit with us. Come over here and sit with us. إذا هنا hey Peter, come over here and sit with us. Oh really؟ هنا نقول oh really، يعني شخص ده يحكي في عبارة أو شيء معين أنت تقول له صحيح صدق؟ Oh really؟ So oh really is how interesting. Oh really how interesting، يعني مثير للاهتمام. Oh really how interesting. I've usually said something strange happened, especially shame، يعني إذا شيء معيب يحدث، إذا حدث شيء معيب مثلا what a shame، هذا شيء معيب، هذا من عار أو عيب. ouch إذا أذيت نفسك عورت في شيء معين. ouch that really hurt، هذا يؤلم حقا. يك إذا أكلت شيء مقزز مو طيب مو لذيذ نقول يك، زي كلمة يكي يعني ليس لذيذا أو مقرف. So yuck we can say it that's disgusting. إذا تشوف حتى إذا تشوف أنت منظر مو طيب أو أكل مو طيب that's disgusting. Oh that's nonsense. What a stupid thing to say. That's nonsense. هذا واحد يحكي شيء يعني غير معقول أو فيه غباء فيه سخافة فنقول that's nonsense، هذا هراء. What a stupid thing to say. few تقال إذا واحد يعني مر مثلا نقول مرحلة صعبة وبعدين ارتاح، مثلا نقول راحة. few what a relief يا لها هذا الراحة. thank goodness والله، شكرا للرب على ذلك، شكرا لله على ذلك. كانت مر بأزمة وارتاح وحلت مشكلته. few what a relief thank goodness والله. وبس إذا مثل ما واحد صدم بشيء معين أو وقع في شيء كسره بدون قصد، نقول whoops sorry about that I dropped ذلك أنا أسقطت هذا الشيء. So thanks for listening and hope to see you again. Goodbye.